Hey everybody, Goosebumps are done. Oh, wait, sorry. We're currently doing some, renovations for my room, so I'm not in the particularly used to angle. We're trying to get to what we can mostly do is the same angle. I just have stuff right here. I have a whole mirror just standing right here. So I can't really get in the correct position with camera or anything. So sorry about that, but, today we're gonna be reviewing How to Kill a Monster. And this is a book I have not read since December, so it's been quite a while, and I'm kind of rusty, and I'm kind of glad I waited, because I have some new thoughts in it since I originally read it. And, not a lot to be said about this one, I'll just say that flat out, but still, it is an interesting book, and I'm excited to finally get to it. And now for the blurb, as always. Home Alone with a Monster. What a nice, fun twist on that family movie. Gretchen and her stepbrother, Clark, hate staying at their grandparents' house. Grandpa Eddie is totally deaf. And Grandma Rose is obsessed with baking. Plus, they live right in the middle of a dark, muddy swamp. Things can get any worse, right? Wrong. Because there's something really weird about Grandma and Grandpa's house. Something odd about that room upstairs. The one that's locked. The one with the strange noises coming from it. Strange growling noises. Are you sure they don't keep a big hound dog up there? I don't know. Next up, Legend of the Lost Legend. I actually reviewed that like a whole year ago, in last August, so... yeah, coming full circle, kinda. So yeah, How to Kill a Monster is pretty interesting. This is one of the most action-packed books from the original Goosebumps series. There's a lot of action and fight scenes between the kids and this monster in the second half of this book. And I gotta say, it is a fun time, but it isn't a great book at the end of the day, and, yeah, it's definitely, not anything crazy special, but it's something you can enjoy, I'll say that much. The main thing I liked about this book was the setting and atmosphere. Now, the setting is a dark, creepy swamp, as they say on the back of the book, and, this is very established in the book. There is an opening scene where their car gets stuck on a bridge, because I believe the bridge breaks or something. Only partly, they don't, fall in a river under it. No, it just breaks a little, and they have to, stay in the swamp, and it's really late at night, trying to drive to the parents' house, and there's some very well-established vibes in that scene, which is why I include vibes. Yeah, the swamp is a really cool setting for a Goosebumps book. We've seen in Where Fever Swamp, which I think did almost better than this, honestly, but still, not comparing those two in this video. I think the swamp vibes and atmosphere are just really well done here, and especially in that moment, it's one of the creepiest or most unnerving moments in Goosebumps. If it isn't oh, there's a monster, no, it's just really creepy to read about this dark swamp that they're semi-wandering into at night. Really like it. Now, besides the setting and atmosphere, which is very present around the first part of the book, first half, and of course the house setting, this creepy old house that you're not unfamiliar with, that's also pretty cool. I really like the monster. That is the main thing you're looking for in this book, right? And I think Stine did a great job with what this was, alright? This monster is like a green, mossy ape covered in, moss and probably swamp gunk. It has an alligator head, which is nothing like the episode, as you can tell already. And, it has eyes that are completely made of water. Imagine little globs of... Okay, there's this thing called edible water that was made, and they're just little packets of water that have edible packets. Slurp those up. That's what those eyes are kind of looking like. And there's apparently living creatures swimming in them. It's so gross, and I love it. The design is really out there for Goosebumps, as well as I can get why you might not like it. It's kind of like a mashup of many things, like the crocodile and the gator body. Really weird. I still really enjoyed what this design was, and it was, really creepy to read about those nasty eyes, and this thing basically destroying this house, in a lot of ways. I believe it completely destroys a grand piano that is described in the book, and, does a lot of damage to just generally the, actual house, not just furniture. Yeah, this monster is, creepy and really cool and does most of the action scenes, which is really interesting for Goosebumps to have for once. It's a lot of action. Next thing I do like is just how generally fun the book is. It's something that I really look for in Goosebumps books is having a fun time, and the second half of this book is a fun time with all its action sequences, and also it kind of can get repetitive, which isn't really an issue. I won't include it in issues. It's still a great time. It's kind of like Bichonese, which came out relatively before this, and actually just a review for that. Check it out. it's just really fun. Whilst it can get repetitive, it doesn't really matter. It's just a fun time. That's what mainly it's trying to go for. A monster boss battle in the second half of the book, and yeah, it's just really fun. I also like the mystery, even though you know where it's going to go, like, oh, there's monster in the attic, no shit. It's still fun to read about them learning that there is a monster in the attic. And yeah, this book is generally just a good time with some small issues. This book's most popular issue is one of the twists, and that is the monster being able to speak fluent English. Alright, now I have no issue with the second twist of the monster, which is allergic to humans, because I think that is perfect for Goosebumps. That is the most ironic and funny Goosebumps twist probably in the whole OG series. It is perfect for what Goosebumps goes for. Scary and funny. That is pretty funny. He's been chasing him down the whole book, and he can't even eat him. You know, he can kill him, but he can't really eat him. That's just downright hilarious, honestly. But the first twist is that he can talk, and it's just like, what? Why? It's just like a random twist that doesn't make any sense to be in the book. It's just really stupid, honestly. Not in a fun way. It just doesn't make sense stupid. Like, sure, the monster may not know he's allergic to humans, or may not be aware that they're humans. Maybe he's from another planet. You don't know. That second twist is funny, but that first twist of the monster is just like, really, dude? Why? It pisses me off. And the main twist at the end of the book is also really good, where there's, you know, revealed to be more swamp monsters out there. I like that. But yeah, don't like the fact that he can talk, and he didn't talk once for no reason at all. Really stupid. And another thing I don't like about the book, and this is the thing I was mentioning when I said I'm happy I didn't really, you know, review this sooner. It's so forgettable. I remember this book decently well. I think I'm good enough to do a review for it, which I'm doing right now. I know I give it, well, what I'm about to give it in a minute. Yeah, but it's just like, do I really want to reread this, or do I remember everything like I usually do with even books like I read like a year ago, or even more, like Horrorland? No, I don't remember the whole thing. And I decently forget a lot of what happens in the second half, and a decent bit in the first half. And that's not necessarily an issue, just might be like, maybe I read it at a weird time of day, or maybe I just, you know, was kind of blanking or something. It's just like, when I think about this book, it's just like, nothing sticks out to me. Sure, that one scene at the beginning, where they're walking around at night around their car, that's creepy, and that's the thing that sticks out to me. That's the best part of the book, I feel. Weirdly enough, I know, it's just the atmosphere, man. But nothing really sticks out in this book, and it's kind of sad to see. This book just feels very forgettable, and I'm willing to actually do a decent point reduction, like 0.5 at the least, maybe even a whole point, but that's just unfair, I feel. Yeah, this book just feels forgettable. And also, if anything else, kind of tying into that, I wish there was something more with this book besides, hey, monster! That's the whole fucking story. It's already on the cover, and it's in the title, How to Kill a Monster. They have to kill the monster, and when they're not making a guide or some shit, it basically tells you how they kill a monster. Yeah, that's it. I like it, but it's just like, could be a little more, alright? Could have had something more to it. But yeah, let's get to my rating. I give it an 8 out of 10. It is solid. Nothing crazy, but not bad at all. Whilst it could have a little bit more to it, and just generally a greater story, and of course less of a shitty add-on twist. Well, the first twist of the free. It could have been worse. I'll say that, you know, maybe the monster could have been a really ugly, like, not fun monster. Maybe could have puked like Robbie the Weirdo, even though I kind of like how he did. Review coming out eventually, you know, it's weird. I kind of like the puking aspect of that book. Minor spoiler. I don't know. It could have been worse. Could have been way better, though. And yeah, just lands at solid for me. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this book review. Tell me what you think of How to Kill a Monster below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.